Melbourne is heralded as a great place for a race, but with the Australian Grand Prix cancelled, the only F1 driver competition all weekend was left to top squad Red Bull Racing, which went true blue Aussie on the Wednesday pre-event and set up a makeshift Albert Park circuit on nearby Port Melbourne's Station Pier for a cooler race between Max Verstappen and Alex Albon. Unlike F1, the drivers had to use a pull string to fire the engines up, with Albon almost jumping the start, but Verstappen got away well to lead his teammate. There were no enforced track limits for lots of questionable passing, as well as Aussie challenges the drivers had to stop for, including sausage eating and outdoor laundry, pegging t-shirts up on a clothesline. The stop-go challenges meant it was a close battle all the way to the line, but Verstappen was thrilled to come away with the win to secure the gold flip-flops, with both receiving a Crocodile Dundee hat. The Dutchman didn't mind, though, about how the fun run was won.
Yeah, it was a good battle, but it's always good, of course, to come out on top. Like you said, I think the track became a little bit shorter towards the end, but I thought that was the real lines we had to take. But yeah, it's a good start to the week to win a race.
Of course, Verstappen was a gifted kart racer, a former European and world karting champion, who had spent so many years with his father Jos working on the machinery that would one day carry him to glory. So he had absolutely no issues working on his cooler's setup.
I initially had a bit of free play on the wheel, but we fixed that, and I think then after that the balance was spot on.
Nice.
I just wanted 200 horsepower more, but okay.
There were more issues for Albon, though he didn't seem to mind.
We had a few mechanical issues as well, so reliability over winter testing didn't go very well. We had a problem with a chain that Max broke within half a lap. I broke my chain as well. We also had chassis flexing, which was the first time I've ever heard of anything like that. So if you turn too much into a corner, the engine was falling apart.
Jokes aside, Red Bull's driver lineup is no doubt one of the most exciting in the pit lane, with Verstappen arguably the driver of his generation, and Albon impressing across his 9 races with the team last year. Albon outqualified the Dutchman just once in those last 9 events, but matched his time in Japan to the 1,000th of a second. In races, it was 2-4 when they could be compared. In points, it was close, 76 to 97. And the Anglo-Thai racer knows it's important to take his mountain-sized challenge in matching Verstappen consistently, step by step, rather than go all out and drown in pressure, as Pierre Gasly did.
I know what I want to work on, and I know working on them things. Of course, short run pace would be one of them, and there are a few other things in there. So just working at it one by one, that'll give me a result at the end of the year.
Importantly, both are moving in the same direction on setup.
Telling them what direction I think we need to go, and Max is very much on board with that. I think we both had the same ideas of what we need.
It's going to be a fight to look forward to once the sport gets back on track, hopefully a little later in the year. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.